Where's he going? Where's he trying to go?
Away from me.
What the fuck?
Dude, what?
Why is he up there?
Because he hates me. He doesn't like you? He hates that I can see him.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome in. My name is Jerrica. I am very obsessed with the paranormal. I've been passionate about it for over 23 years. I love to react to YouTube paranormal investigators, especially Sam and Colby. I do like to mention that with my reaction videos, I go into these videos without any knowledge unless they post something about it. I am a new fan of Sam and Colby, so there's a lot of stuff that I've never known about or seen. So this video is about 2 years ago, and it is on the Axe Murder House, Lizzie Borden, which I am familiar of, but I've never watched this, so I am excited to see their investigation. So if you like content like that, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you guys have any other paranormal investigators that you like watching or any videos, I love reacting to them on YouTube. So if you guys have any recommendations, comment down below. I am very excited to see how their investigation goes. So let's get into it.
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, gave her father 41.
So allegedly.
Ew? Have you guys ever heard that song before? Cause what the fuck? That was the scariest intro I've ever watched, part of their series. It is very interesting though. If you guys have any idea, well, you know what, maybe we'll ask towards the very end, all right? So this says that Lizzie Borden was not guilty of murdering her father and stepmother. I don't really remember this now.
On August 4th, 1892, Lizzie Borden killed her stepmom with an axe.
We come into this world screaming, and most of us go out screaming.
The entire light disappeared, just like a giant, big object moved.
You're stronger than this thing is. It can't touch you unless you let it touch you.
Amanda! And that, I believe, is Sam's ex. I forgot her name. Katrina. Katrina?
All signs point to Lizzie.
I have
as the
seen
murderer,
these people
but
before.
A lot of people don't talk about the maid, Maggie.
There is a spiritual war going on 24/7 between good and evil.
All of us, when we least expect it, are gonna die.
Valid.
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
Today we are here with Katrina.
Okay, Katrina, I would be so scared to wear any revealing clothing if it involves paranormal. I don't know about you guys, but when I go into a haunted or haunted tour, or even just during Halloween where you're going to those haunted walkthroughs, oh my god, I cannot. She's brave, and also slaying.
Stas and our new friend Amanda.
New. This was 2 years ago, so they didn't know. Okay, Stassi, right? Yeah, I believe I've seen her before as well.
Who is actually a medium.
Hey you guys, my name is Amanda Raye, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm a medium, which means that I can see and speak to people who have passed on. This has been something that I've been doing since before I was even really able to speak.
She can see and talk to dead people, which is fantastic because tonight we're staying overnight at the most famous U.S. unsolved murder mystery house, the Lizzie Borden house. Yeah! We're about to go through the entire house and do it a whole tour and everything like that, but in order to do this whole video justice, you guys got to realize how insane this story is. I think the best place to start would be
shut up, and it's a full moon. Oh, that's so sketchy.
Lizzie Borden's grave.
That's here?
A minute down the road.
All right, let's go.
I know this is an older video, but I do not like the font. The font's gotta go.
Oak Grove Cemetery.
Closed from dusk till dawn. All right, guys,
Ew! That looks so sketchy. Where is this place anyways? I'm very curious.
We are in the graveyard right now. Totally forgot that it was super late already and that there's like 1,000 graves in here. And there's cops coming, great.
Yeah, we have to find the entire Borden family.
I think this is it right there. Yeah, she was buried next to her sister, and then there's AJ Borden, that's Andrew Borden, her parent. Alice was one of the sisters, and then there's Emma, and that's Lizzie's right there. We're about to go take a tour of the Lizzie Borden house, but before we do that, I'm just gonna give you the spark notes really quick. So basically there was a Christian girl named Lizzie Borden living in her house with her sister. She had a stepmom and her father, and all of the entire family did not get along whatsoever. However, the parents were super rich, so of course Lizzie was wondering where that inheritance would go to, who's gonna get the money pretty much.
She was very scared that the stepmom would actually end up getting that inheritance and all the property and everything like that, so she knew she had to do something about that. So allegedly, on August 4th, 1892, Lizzie Borden waited until her dad left the house, went upstairs, and killed her stepmom with an axe. Axed her 19 times in a very brutal murder, and then waited for her dad.
Like, you know, like one hit would be good enough, but 19 times?
Had to get back and did the same thing to him.
The only
That's
other
insane.
person at the house during the time of the murders was a maid named Bridget Sullivan, but they called her Margaret or Maggie. But for some reason in trial, she stuck up for Lizzie, and they ended up both getting off scot-free and living the rest of their lives, not having to go to jail whatsoever.
No consequences at all. This is still an unsolved mystery to this day, but there is a lot of evidence that shows why Lizzie Borden was in fact the person that killed her parents. And then what we're trying to figure out today is why would Maggie, the maid, lie on the stand and basically vouch for Lizzie in these murders?
And more importantly,
I wonder if she like bribed her. I don't know, like I remember watching this, like, you know, like I like to like there's a lot of paranormal investigations that's happened here. I just feel like it wasn't her. That's just what I'm feeling.
how did the cops not realize that it was Lizzie when honestly there was a lot of evidence where they could figure it out?
For example, a couple days before this happened, Lizzie told her friend that something was about to happen to her father, and she attempted to buy cyanide at a store.
There's another fact where literally it's rumored that Lizzie's dad killed her pigeons with a hatchet in her basement, and what murder weapon did Lizzie choose to murder them? Quote unquote, a hatchet.
Basically, all signs point to Lizzie as the murderer, but a lot of people don't talk about the maid, Maggie. So hopefully we can talk to the dead, get some answers, and figure out why this place is so haunted. Amanda, do you think you could like talk to these people?
Well, I mean, the whole reason that I'm here is because a lot of YouTubers use equipment like dowsing rods, things like that.
Not the hate on the dowsing rods. She did the eye roll.
They say work. You guys took it one step further and found somebody who can actually communicate straight with the dead.
Oh,
so
God.
I'm super excited.
She came here on this trip without knowing anything. She specifically asked not to know the information, and when we first pulled...
But this is so like widely known. So unless like they said, oh, this is the place that we're going to, and she said, don't tell me anything, that I understand. But if they told her like, we're going to the Lizzie Borden, I don't know, I feel like they should have been a little bit more clear about that. Or maybe they will, and I'm just like...
pulled up to do the intro. What did
jumping
you see?
in too far.
The woman came out to greet us. She called herself Margaret.
Oh.
And so I asked you guys, I was like, you guys know anything about a Margaret? Like, is that connected to this house?
Yeah.
And you go, no. And then we're at dinner and we find out the maid, Bridget, went by Margaret or Maggie.
Maggie.
The maid, the one who took care of the house, she saw walk out of the house already. Like, again, blows my mind to actually see dead people, but that was the first thing she saw without knowing any information about this place. Did you feel anything next to Lizzie's grave?
Everywhere I go, like grocery stores, doctor's offices, everyone living has dead people with them. Your loved ones are following you around. They're always with
That
you.
I believe.
Graveyards, they're not sitting here waiting for you to come and visit their grave. They're out with their family members.
Or the place that they are, like, their energy is still. So, like, maybe the house.
Margaret's through that window. She
Wait,
just walked
what?
that
This
way.
one?
This purple one right here.
She's just staring at you?
No, she just walked
This purple one, they're both purple!
that way. That would be rude. Staring's rude. She was standing there like she was waiting for us to come in.
What do they look like?
They look like living people.
Was it like
Come
a
on
blurry
in.
sort of a thing, or it's like a
No,
script
it's like
so you
for
see?
a second I thought that she was a real person. Living people feel different than dead people do.
Yeah.
So when I looked at her, I was like, oh, that's Margaret.
All right, let's go in.
I think we're at the top floor too.
Yucky.
Let's go.
Oh, a creepy door.
Oh my gosh. There's like knocking in the wall already.
I just heard that. I just heard that.
Already. Shit happens when you bring people like me here. It's like a lighthouse.
That's the room of one of the murders right there.
It's so crazy because I think Amanda's just like really excited. It's her first time, I think, being in these videos. So she's just like loves talking about it. But in her later videos when she's with Sam and Colby, she doesn't come off like aggressive. I wouldn't say it's aggressive. It's just like a more excitement. I feel like she gives a little bit more calming, like, I think that's what it is. She gives more calming energy compared to now. Because I feel like she's excited and, yeah. And doesn't know how to act, I guess, maybe in other people's videos. I don't know. This is what I'm going off of.
Is this the maid's room?
That's where we're about to go right now, upstairs.
Somebody used to, like, rooms were switched.
So we're going up to the attic right now.
Which is apparently the most haunted place.
And also Maggie's room.
Whoa, I feel it in my head already.
Actually?
Yeah.
What are you feeling?
Pressure. There's a lot of regret in this room. That's the woman that I saw coming into the house that stepped outside.
That's Maggie, who literally lied on the court stand to protect Lizzie, aka
It's a really pretty
I would
house.
like to keep going, but I can tell you Lizzie did not kill her parents.
Whoa, that is a
Oh,
big
that's crazy.
accusation. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I knew it. I'm excited because there is another follow-up video too that said solve on it.
So this is the official tour?
This is the official tour.
Yeah, okay.
Before we start, Jack, can you give a little introduction who you are?
I'm Jack Sheridan. Been here this 4th of July will be 11 years. I need a volunteer.
Literally the 4th of July is this Thursday. What a weird coincidence. I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah.
Shaw.
Okay.
Shaw.
Shaw.
And do a good job. Don't disappoint us. Abby was up here making this bed, and they did have a housekeeper, Bridget Sullivan. They called her Maggie. They didn't actually trust Maggie enough to let her up into the 2nd floor. You're supposed to be making the bed. See, you're disappointed.
I'm not getting paid enough.
Come on, Amanda, let's go.
Maggie isn't allowed in the 2nd floor, so this left bed making to the Borden women. Whoever kills Abby is going to come up that front flight of stairs. There's no defensive wounds on her body whatsoever, which would lead us to believe she probably recognized her killer. She took 18 to 20 blows to her head, so her killer was undoubtedly angry.
Do you know what object was used for the murder?
More than likely an axe. They never proved it to be the weapon used. Why don't you come down here, Mrs. Borden? That first blow would have entered the side of her head and it would have spun her around so she's facing the wall. Then she probably fell to her knees.
Oh my god, you see his tattoo? That's crazy.
That was one blow, so we'll have another 17, 18 to go. She goes down like Joe Frazier and lights out for her. She would be there for 60 to 90 minutes before Andrew returned and would die a similar fate. You were lovely, thank you very much.
Yeah! Woo!
You can see her head is just demolished there. We're talking about...
The fact that it's just okay.
No, it kind of looks like the love child of Will Ferrell and Abe Lincoln. Right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Abe Lincoln, that's what I thought.
He showed up here August 3rd, and he spent the night before the murder in this room. He agreed to meet Andrew back here later in the day. On his way back, he took a trolley. On that brief trolley ride here, he did commit to memory the name of the 2 horses pulling the trolley and the name of all 6 passengers, because that's what you do when you get in the form of mass transit. You remember the name of 6 strangers and a couple horses, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's random.
He gets off the trolley in front of the house here, and he sees police everywhere, going in and out both the front and back door. You think he would have said, "My dear niece Lizzie, what happened? Is she okay?" He doesn't. He just kind of comes up the side of the house here, goes to a pear tree, pulls a few pears down and begins eating them until the...
Wait, is that why he has a pear tattoo? Is he like obsessed?
The police approach him, ask him who he is, what he's doing here. However, There is about 90 minutes of this man's day that we just couldn't verify his whereabouts. Wasn't a big fan of Andrew. He felt his nieces should have been married off. They should have children. They should be enjoying electricity. Andrew wouldn't put electricity in the house. Andrew was a very wealthy man. In today's money, it'd be worth over $3 million. Lizzie's room was right through here.
Just to catch everybody up really quick, you said you saw a couple people before we even started filming this video. One was Maggie, Bridget Sullivan, but another one.
Forward. So I was in the shower this morning. There was a woman in the bathroom with me. Her name was Addie. I don't want to do any research, so I was asking you, who's Addie? Like, what does this mean for the case? It's Abby.
Abby.
You told me, and Abby was the stepmother. Here's the part where I don't understand. She told me that she ran. Also, before I ever came in the house and you guys came back, I was like, who's Margaret? Margaret said money wasn't worth it.
Money wasn't worth it, so she's guilty.
So now I'm wondering, because later you guys told me that she lied on the stand. I believe the uncle killed him.
John Morris.
John Morris. I also wrote down Moore this morning.
Before she knew anything.
She didn't know any names.
And so far, John Morris, the uncle.
I need them to say she didn't know any names and she didn't know the fucking location, because you can Google this stuff. I'm not discrediting Amanda at all, but I'm just saying, like, you can see there's a lot of like things on, especially the Lizzie Borden house and the whole murder.
Was very suspicious. She doesn't believe that Lizzie killed her parents, and then also saying that Margaret feels super guilty, and that the money that she might have been paid off to lie on the stand wasn't worth it.
You felt regret as soon as you went upstairs.
That's literally, and I didn't know it was Margaret's room, Maggie's room.
Oh
so
my God.
That's like,
what was that?
And I didn't know it was.
Off to lie on the stand wasn't worth it.
You felt regret as soon as you went upstairs.
That's literally, and I didn't know it was Margaret's room.
Was it the sound?
So that's like why I believe that I'm kind of on the right track, and especially with Moore coming through. Morse. Sorry, I'm gonna say Moore because that's what I heard the first time, so that's what's stuck in my head. So if I say Moore, it's John Morse, the uncle.
John Morse is the killer.
No doubt. Okay, here's the other thing that I've been waiting to ask him. I told you to literally write down what in the other room. Butcher knife. More butcher knife. I just can't shake this butcher knife thing out of my head.
Lizzie's bedroom.
You were right. She literally called it that this was Lizzie's bedroom without knowing.
This was Emma's bedroom. It's more like they had one big room they shared. When they were younger, they were kind of flip-flop.
Like rooms were switched.
What's crazy is if the murderer was said to come up this staircase, you can literally see the dead body from the stairs. Like they could just look in and just already know that somebody was dead.
Meaning, anyone were to come up these stairs during the murder happening, they would have seen it.
Somebody's lying.
Somebody's lying.
This is the room where Lizzie was actually arrested. If you look up there on the wall, you see a picture of Lizzie's jury. They're all male. They're all Caucasian. Women weren't allowed to sit in juries then. Women were treated awfully. Actually, I'm fairly certain if I were a woman in the 19th century that I would have killed every man I met.
I already want to do that.
Yeah. I can't blame you at all. I just hope I'm not one of them. But at any event, her jury, they sat for that photograph, framed it, and all 12 of them signed the back of it and gave it to her as a gift.
What?
Yeah, that really says a lot, doesn't it?
Why do you think they would have done that?
I don't know. I think it was Don't Forget Us, maybe.
We did you a favor
Like
type of thing?
Yeah, there was some racial animosity in this trial. Lizzie was an English Protestant woman. 11 of her jurors were English Protestant. The police that arrested her were Irish Catholic. History of the Irish and the English is,
Brutal.
It was certainly
I never knew that.
the case. When you had a gathering, someone would sing, someone would play a piano. It was rather pleasant, but you can see the name of the song. You Can't Chop Up Your Papa in Massachusetts, and it's a real song.
No way.
And yeah, absolutely. Dining room is right through here. That is Abby's head.
Oh my God, that's so foul.
18 to 20 blows.
That's insane.
That's not back to violence.
No way.
That's Andrew.
That is like vengeance. That is like hate times a million.
Not your eyes for a minute to really make sense of it, but you can see the coach. Let's go out there and we talk about Andrew's death a little bit.
She's sitting right there.
Yeah, Yeah. You want to hold that axe up? Hold it right above her head.
Okay.
Now
Slowly.
with one hand, just bring it down. It's not real. Do it like you mean it. Yeah, there you go. It's gonna pull blood, brain, bone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a hot mess, right? You guys want to go up to the 3rd floor?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Dude, I don't know about you, but every single person sounds fishy as hell. Bridget's
Ew, I want to know something really creepy is that I've been having these weird sharp pains in my head maybe like an hour before I wanted to record this video, and I totally just like kind of forgot about it a little bit, like what video I was actually going to be doing. That's kind of creepy.
Sullivan Maggie is doing the windows while this all happens and the doors are magically locked. Lizzie apparently just couldn't hear anything, like couldn't hear any murders happening. It's like everybody has something, a part of this story that we've heard that just doesn't add up.
The uncle sounds suspicious. Definitely Bridget Sullivan would have known this would happen. No wonder it got acquitted, because there's so many stories. Also, Bridget and Lizzie, obviously, from what he said, took a very, very long time to actually report this to the police.
And why did it take the cops so long to show up?
2 days for them to actually go in and like investigate everything.
Does that mean the bodies were left here for that long?
I think they got the bodies like that day, but like they didn't do a whole investigation until the 6th.
It makes no sense to me, man.
We are in the attic, which looked nothing like this when the Bordens lived here. That was Bridget Sullivan's room. With that door closed, you can imagine how cold it got in the winters and how hot it got in the summers. I'm just gonna have a seat because I'm old and overweight.
During the trial, Maggie stood up for...
Yeah, she testified to Lizzie's innocence. 10 years later, she is discovered in the great state of Montana. She bought a ranch. She bought a ranch and filled it up with horses. This woman is an Irish immigrant, a housekeeper by trade, who can't even read. Where did she get that money?
Bridget Sullivan, Maggie, was paid off. There was a lot of money involved with this Borden family, obviously. Biggest culprit.
For sure there was some sort of like hiding. I definitely could tell, like a feel, I mean.
Culprits right now are John Morse, Lizzie Borden, and or Bridget Sullivan, Maggie herself, because she felt so like regretful and was like lied and always changed her stories like on the stands and on the trials. Like everybody here is agreeing that she was probably paid off. It doesn't make any sense. And again, she was around the house like when these happened. Like, there's so many things that is like, she knew that they were gonna die that night.
What is this, the kids' room you said?
Call it the kids' room, yeah. People flee this house in the middle of the night, which actually happens a lot.
No.
Have you ever heard any stories? Like,
Oh,
did they tell you?
from being touched, having blankets ripped off of them.
Oh my God.
It's this room and the room Abby was murdered in that really seem to be the rooms that send people packing late at night.
That's great.
So is your room, Kat, tonight?
Oh, I'm not sleeping in this room.
This is where everybody seems to think those children are residing, whether it's children jumping on a bed or pulling someone's blankets off. Or
Children?
playing with toys.
Was there children?
In the middle of the night, you feel your bed moving.
Or they're just saying this because it's just like fun. There's a couple, I forgot what house this was, it was, but they were saying that there's a kid that died there. That's why there's like kid energy. But I just feel like people, I mean, I think it's creepy as fuck when kids haunt something. So I just feel like people just say that to like make it more scarier. I don't remember.
At night,
I don't feel like that was part of the story, the original story.
I don't want to be laying here and then feel like somebody
right.
brush up.
You know what I mean?
They
That
were
would freak
people
me
at
out.
one point.
There's nothing wrong with being dead. All of us, when we least expect it, are gonna die. We come into this world screaming, and most of us go out screaming, right?
Yeah.
Death isn't easy.
Okay.
That's a good way to put it.
crazy quote.
This is morbid.
When that happened,
That was
should we,
morbid.
continue our tour?
Do you think Abby went out screaming too?
Abby lost consciousness immediately.
See, that's
I feel like her first hit was just like, she couldn't even react.
Freud.
contradicted everything that was just said.
Okay, so Jack, our guy, just talked to us about this room, which is one of the most haunted and crazy rooms. A lot of people run out of this room screaming at night and can't stay the night because of this room. It's because the Bordens apparently had like cousins. All the kid cousins were murdered by the parents. This is one of the rooms that we have rented.
What? Did you guys understand that? I just don't know who lived at the house. Like, I'm confused. What, I need to...
night and can't stay the night because of this room. It's because the Bordens apparently had like cousins. All the kid cousins were murdered by the parents. This is one of the rooms that we have rented out. And
what parents? Their parents?
we get to stay in, and he literally said like, yeah, it's the most crazy.
Why does all the Borden family like have murders in their like history?
Like so many Borden people. I thought it was just like the
So I'm guessing the house was like passed down. Got it.
thing. So many people have like murder in their history. Guys, we're going to the basement.
Wait, what?
Fun with the demon? She just said have fun with the demon. A lot of guests do not actually get to come down here, and this is where the murder weapon was stowed.
This is a cistern. This is a lot like the cistern that that woman next door drowned her children in, right?
Oh.
If you look up there, you'll see that pipe with those gruesome stains coming out of it.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Right. That's 19th century rainwater. If you hold your camera up, right, and you take a picture with flash on, sometimes people will see a face on the wall looking back at them.
Nose, mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, it does.
Totally.
I see that.
It was not.
It surprises me
Lizzie.
that they would put the murder weapon in the house still. But the blade was found there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was found here.
That's what's so odd to me.
I think time was of an issue. Lizzie's best friend, Alice Russell, walks into the kitchen and she sees Emma standing in the kitchen and she sees Lizzie go into the closet there. Lizzie pulls out a blue dress that has dark stains on it. She says, I am never wearing this again. And Emma says, yeah, just get rid of it. So she puts it in the stove and burns it. Alice sees this and her first reaction is pretty much OMG. She goes to the police and proceeds to throw Lizzie under the bus.
So dark
Stitches
stains,
get stitches, right?
big blood stain on her
Lizzie's
dress.
obviously never talking to this witch again.
Where was the fire? Super importante. That was when I came into your guys' room at 1:30
Did she say super importante?
to check out. I read you my notes and I said, where was the fire in the Lizzie Borden house? That's very important.
Fast forward to the trial. The woman who made the dress, she says that Lizzie was wearing the dress in question the day Andrew had the house painted dark green. After the trial, she did buy that seamstress a house. It was nice, right? And people just buy you a house. Yeah, sure.
Not a bribe at all.
Weird.
A lot of people feel really, really frightened here, and I did have one instance. I was up in Bridget Sullivan's
I love the wallpaper. I know, that's just my style. It may not look like it, but it's my style.
room, and I had a larger tour, and I heard like laughter from like a little guy, you know, boy, girl, you couldn't tell, must have been age 5 or under. I ended my tour in this room, took a look at my crowd, and went, okay, no youngsters in here. And so that was the only experience I had that I can't entirely rationalize.
And you guys have just like a real hatchet here for any specific reason, or?
We do. I brought that.
Yeah, just random.
I was just wondering. That's it.
Well, pick it back up. That's what I want everybody to do. I want you to pick it up and feel the weight of it.
Yeah.
And see how easy it would be, you know, to inflict that type of damage.
5-year-old could kill someone with it.
So many people tell me that women just aren't strong enough to inflict that kind of damage.
Listen, if we had the rage, we're strong.
You wanna try it?
When you pick it up, you can see just how easy it would be to just pulverize someone's skull with that.
Why do you think Maggie would have lied on the stand for Lizzie other?
It's just... depending on where the blow is, like, you have to go pretty hard to get them at the first time, unless, like, they struggled. That's why they hit him so many times.
Than just the money? Or do you think that's
Is that enough?
That's it.
Is that the main reason?
I mean, what's the #1 motivating factor for murder in every first world
Money.
nation dating back to the Roman Empire?
Money.
Power and money.
Money,
Yep.
money. Is she a Capricorn? I'm just kidding.
Cool. I think we're gonna start this investigation then.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
This whole house.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Come in closer to the cold you can.
No, he kind of smells
No, I'm just kidding. I was looking at something.
What are you looking at? Are the kids over here?
There's one that sits behind the chest. That's the little boy. So the reason I wanted to come in here is because who doesn't prefer children to adults? They're just much kinder. They're much more pure souls. These kids, they've never known love. They've never known kindness. They've never had friends. I'm not going to talk to you guys. I'm going to talk to the kids directly. I want you guys to know that we're friends. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to bother you. We're just here to communicate with you. You have all of these toys in this room. This is one of our own toys, so feel free to mess with it. I brought you in the doll from the other room, the bear that you wanted. We might walk around the room. If I see you in a specific corner, like you guys are sitting in the chair over there, you don't have to come out from behind the chest until you feel that you want to. We're here with love and light. We hope that you feel the same thing.
What? She just put her hair up, didn't she?
We're here with love and light. We hope that you feel the same thing.
I see the orb. But that's from her hair falling.
Is he scared of anybody in the room?
You make him a little bit nervous.
I do?
Yeah, you
Is it
do.
because of my dashing good looks?
It's all your cats, dude.
I know that your mom didn't treat you the best, but I can see that you take good care of your sister. We're looking out for each other. We want to be here for each other. We want to be here for you. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
Just a little knock, because they often knock.
Off topic, I wonder if Stas and Colby ever dated. Comment down below if anyone who's known them longer than me. I'm curious.
We'll do a little tap. I'm gonna put it back under because I know you're under there. Please don't freak out or be scared. None of this is harmful. None of it's gonna hurt you. 1.4, 1.8. Bro, you can't go all the way back. My arms are not that long. He loves this teddy bear that I brought in. It keeps going up to like the 1 point somethings. That's staying at 0.2. He's standing up behind it. You see it shoot up to 1.2 when I put it up.
Do you think he'll want to play with the ball? Like if Colby knows it?
Colby's gonna roll the ball to you. Gently. Not so it goes under.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it gently. Ready? Here we go. Whoop! Yahoo!
It went up to 0.7 when it passed through.
Wow.
Can you send it back?
Oh my god!
What?
Just move. Did you see that?
No?
It's still moving.
Can you try sending it back again?
Here, Eliza, I will move this.
Sam, you need to get the ball.
Okay, fuck, dude. I didn't know.
0.9, 1.5.
Wait, ask him to move it again. He likes you.
Okay.
Eliza, are you able to hit the ball back to our friend Colby?
You got it, Eliza.
Kind of like a game. He's all nervous. You guys are putting so much
Oh,
in
you
here.
did
Eliza.
You did so good.
With this game.
Hey.
All right, Eliza, send it back.
Eliza, can you send it back to me?
Are any of them like talking to you, or is it more like you're just asking questions?
No, he's nervous. I'm talking to him. He does sometimes. Like,
It's so crazy because I feel like, again, like I've seen Amanda in a lot of other investigations with Sam and Colby, how more involved she was in the investigations.
he pointed to Kat when I was gonna pass it to Colby.
He doesn't like it.
Can you send it back to me?
Went up to the 80s.
That's insane.
He's under the bed. Eliza, 105, 123, 133, 120, 109, 138. I'm gonna bring it out and it's gonna calm down because he's not under there.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's creepy as fuck.
Oh my god.
What do you think about that, dude?
I have no
He's
idea
still
what
under
to
there. I
say.
can see. Alright, Eliza, we're gonna do it one more time just because people are skeptical and we know that you're there. So with my energy, like if this is what it's picking up on is me, I don't go above 26, 27. Hundreds. Bringing it back out.
That's crazy. I've never seen them do this.
Nothing above the 20s with me. Well, Eliza.
That's
thank
crazy.
you. Yeah, thank you for playing with us.
I don't know if it was like a specific spot underneath this, like that was just like slightly slanted. That definitely moved like a foot or two.
Right when
underneath
I said,
there.
Eliza, can you send it back?
Yeah, boom.
That's when it went back.
Yeah.
It stopped. Like, it was stopped for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, it didn't go and then roll back. It stopped and then rolled the other direction.
Also, it went like that way. Like,
Yeah.
and then back. So, like, it didn't go like this way, which is where I feel like it's slanted.
Yeah,
It went,
true.
Like, the opposite direction.
Stas is so pretty.
This is where his head was beaten.
Yeah.
Let me take it away.
Oh my god!
That's sick.
Oh my god.
It's going all the way up to 8.5. Can't see it on camera.
That's like right where he laid.
That's where his head
They
was.
don't ever
yeah.
use that. I'm curious to watch if anyone like can debunk this like EMF reader. I think that's what it is.
Oh my gosh, I sat there.
Oh, 90s?
Why would it be doing that? Because he's moving away from me.
Oh, he was.
That's why I'm following him.
What the fuck?
Was he crawling the fucking walls?
What the fuck?
Holy shit. Wait, where's he going? Where's he trying to go?
Away from me.
What the fuck?
Dude, what?
Why is he up there?
Because he hates me.
He
Doesn't
hates
like you? He hates that I can see him. Wanna see it get worse?
And
Yeah.
it's going down now that you've been up
Oh,
there.
don't worry.
Oh my god.
I'm shocked, bruh.
Next to me?
Zero. It's at zero.
Watch
No
this.
energy.
So is he here anymore though?
No, he's getting as far away from me as he possibly can.
Oh, it's way less.
Way
yeah.
less.
And
Like
one
30.
last time.
It was 70 right there.
I mean, they could probably float, right?
Why is he up there though? Why is he in the room?
Because I don't think he can leave this room.
Oh.
Oh my god. Not here to like.
That's foul. I almost threw up
Prove anything or debunk anything. We're just like
because that's scary.
capturing our own experiences. So if
Yeah.
you guys have any opinions,
Or
please let us know.
explanations on why it would only do this in certain places.
So
right
what's
now,
over
he's
here?
over here, behind you. Oh, here, let me put it on you. Let me put it on you.
He's inside of
So that's your energy. His energy starts levitating. Just went up to 127.
If we don't know if the equipment really does anything, we just do this the old-fashioned way. Call out, see if we can communicate in any way.
Let's try it.
He's obviously here. Why not try to talk to him?
So this is exactly the spot where he got hacked by who knows what, but
Someone in this family.
Was he just laying down? I'm just so confused. Okay, scratch what I like said that I knew about this whole murder case, because I'm not remembering whatsoever. I don't remember, so I apologize.
Mr. Andrew Borden, if there's absolutely anything you'd love to tell us, we just want to capture your message and show it to the world. So please, if there's anything you want to tell us, please go through Amanda. Let us know.
He doesn't want to go through Amanda because he hates Amanda.
Does anyone have their phone on them? Will you look up if there was... I know that none of them were killed by poison.
oh my god. Yeah, there's a rumor where the parents thought that Lizzie tried to poison them.
So the first thing I wrote down was he knew them. And like now that I'm saying that out loud, I realized that them is a plural.
So it was a plan.
And then the second thing was poison. And he said something more before that, but I wasn't able to make out what came before poison.
It says, before the murders, the entire house had fallen ill. Spoiled mutton was the official cause, but Abby suspected that they had all been poisoned. Can you give us some sort of sign if you were poisoned? Make some sort of noise?
Mediums are so cool. They're just so much more in tuned. Well, just people who are more in tuned.
You guys, I'm getting like so choked up in here.
Really?
Why?
I don't know. I'm getting like a really like lump in my throat.
When I communicate with spirits, if I'm not able to hear them directly, sometimes they
make me feel how they felt when they died, which is, to be honest, the worst part about what I do. I've come across a man who had metal go through his skull, and I had the most splitting headache. But that's something that spirits do, whether or not you can see and speak to them directly, to let
This is so scary.
you know their story.
Mr. Borden, we know you took Lizzie's pigeons and killed them with a hatchet.
He's gonna say he didn't.
What was that all about?
It's because they were vermin.
Vermin?
Vermin, wild animals that are harmful or that carry diseases like rodents. And
Yeah.
pests.
And is there a reason that you stay here?
That was dust.
We're gonna leave you alone. So if there's any last things you want to tell us, anything you want to tell the world, anything you want to get off your chest about the case and or about your life, now is your last.
I'm being a hater. I'm just like, I don't know how Amanda is walking around barefoot. I mean, she might be just taking off her shoes every time she sits down, but I'm like, oh my god, you know me. I'm a germaphobe, I'm sorry.
Final chance, for us at least.
I feel like he doesn't like us very much.
What's this? Leave?
Leave?
Yeah.
Was that it? That was the
He
last
just
thing
said
he
leave.
said? He just wanted us to leave?
Said out. And like, I kind of ignored it because I was like, he goes, leave.
Ew.
Obviously you saw that we went upstairs, we explored and did a little seance thing with the kids upstairs, and then we tried to ask some questions.
Sorry, I'm gonna put
Mr.
the light up
Andrew
a little bit
Borden
more.
Here, but he told us to leave, get out. Cat kind of felt sick in here, so I think we're gonna move on and try to find Miss Margaret Maggie herself, because I think she's the one that wants to reach out the most here because she feels the most regret.
She's in the dining room where the light just turned on.
The light just turned on?
The light just turned on.
Just turned on.
Maggie, we're coming in if you want to talk. Is she in here with us right now?
Yeah.
Can you see her?
No, right now I can just feel her. Will you please come sit down in front of the ironing board with us? We'd love to have a conversation, sit down and talk to you. We know that you don't get to tell your story now, so if you want to share with us, now's your opportunity. Make it
I hate the colored lights. They're so tacky.
go up for yes and down for no. I'm hoping that you can get it above 5 for us, but we'll see what you're capable of. I think the question that everyone wants to know, so I'm hitting with a hard one to begin, is did you have any involvement or knowledge in the death of Andrew and I always wanted to say Addie, even though I know it's not right.
Was it you that turned this light on in here? You make some sort of noise?
Anything you want to tell us, or if you want to show yourself, please give us any sound or sign. Use this device. So show yourself.
Is there anybody in here that wants to talk to us?
There's something else in here right now. It's not a person.
What's that supposed to mean?
Is that a bad thing?
It's not a good thing.
I'm gonna throw up.
Every spirit in the house is scared. The children.
Where'd this come from?
This came through like when we came in here. And now that's what I'm wondering if it wasn't Mark
Stas is freaking out.
who turned on the light. It was something else that wanted us to come in and sit down. The thing that makes me nervous about it is how all the other spirits are reacting to it. This is the first time the entire time we've been here this is stated 0.
Yeah, it's
Did you guys realize that?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Well, is there anything out there that wants to talk to
Don't.
us?
Don't ask. Everything in the house right now is done. Like,
Done?
except for this thing. We should stop.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, we're done.
Is it that bad?
It's pretty bad.
Like in this room bed, or like just in for the night bed?
I think we should stop.
What's this
Ew, she looks scared.
thing? Can you tell us anything?
Like, I've talked to you guys about how there are things that come through who can physically touch us. This thing can physically touch us. Like, this is the shit that we don't mess with. This is the shit that you don't acknowledge. Don't talk to it. Don't act like it's there.
Can you describe what it looks like?
I'll describe tomorrow what it looks like.
Yeah. She's like, don't talk about it. Don't describe what it looks like. He's like, what does it look like?
Think about it right now.
What'd you write down?
What the fuck? Oh my god. The camera battery.
That was fully charged. It said, forget God, you're on your own.
Oh my god, no, I have crossed on.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I have power over this thing. It has no power over us. Don't be scared. You're stronger than this thing is. It can't touch you unless you let it touch you.
I just got really lightheaded. That's great.
You need to leave.
Oh my god.
Why is this so scary? What the?
Out.
Oh, I thought she was talking to Stas. I was like, bro.
Out.
Oh my god, yeah, she is walking around barefoot.
He ran up to Abby's room.
That's where it ran. I didn't even think about this being Abby's room, but it left.
It's gone now?
It's gone. It's out.
Why would it just come up here and then leave?
So it was in the dining room and then it just ran up the stairs and then dipped out the windows? Or?
I chased it.
Oh.
That's what I mean when I say that you can't let these things fuck with you. We are the ones in power. Another question people ask me a lot is if I have physical reactions to when spirits come around.
Mm-hmm.
My heart rate normally sits around 50. Right now it's at 102.
102. Oh shit.
I felt really lightheaded.
Are you comfortable to describe it now that's gone?
I was standing in the corner, up in a corner. Do you remember how I was getting up into the corner
I don't wanna
with
be
the door? Its limbs are long, has no hands or fingers. It's just sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Its face is completely distorted. Its neck is long, and it sits up in the corner of rooms or down.
I would gag. But honestly, they were saying that even before this, there was so much hate and jealousy and just just negative energy, and that can conjure something like that.
Down low where you can see it, kind of just up against the wall, and its head was tilted like this, watching all of us.
Holy shit. Like a almost Slenderman sort of creature.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I guess, yes,
Yeah.
someone not as tall.
Oh my
Said
god.
forget God. Said there's nothing, you're on your own. There's always a spiritual war going on. No matter what religion you believe. Buddhists, Muslims, Christians, Catholics, Jews. There is a spiritual war going on 24/7 between good and evil. Sometimes the evil kicks ass. Sometimes you gotta kick it back.
Are there any other spirits here now? I know they went away after that, but
They haven't come back yet. I know they will because this is where they reside. This is their home. I know that thing doesn't stay here. I know it was here because of what we were doing, and not that we invited anything in, but that's what I mean, where even if you're not doing a seance, even if you're not playing with Ouija boards, things can come in and affect you, and that's why you need someone who's able to tell the difference between good and bad.
Kind of sounds exactly like our Queen Mary experience. They
I
want you to believe there's no God.
Like I said, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because God is as powerful as we are.
You touched that?
No, I had my hand here the entire time. Bruh.
That just went off.
That just went fuck off.
Did it die?
It
might have, but I wasn't.
This camera is brand new. It should have a better battery life.
Yeah.
I've gone through 3 batteries.
You know one place we haven't explored yet? Lizzie Borden's house after she got free.
Maplecroft.
What if we go and explore that real quick, wait for the spirits to get back and comfortable now that the evil thing is gone, and then we come back and see if we can talk to Maggie one more time?
Most spirits don't want to come back to a bad time in their life, so Lizzie Borden, knowing that this house was basically a prison for her, obviously wouldn't be here. We haven't gotten in contact with her, and she lives right up the road.
It's
so
crazy.
Weird how she lives so close to where she murdered her parents.
Yeah, why would you want to stay here?
4-minute drive, and we're about to get up to her newest house. Why would you want to live here?
She did murder them for money, you know what I mean? So how close could they have been? Pretty much that she got her goal and she got to move to the part of town that she wanted to live in.
If the entire town ostracized you and thought you were like a horrible person for it,
Why would you stay in
why would you want to stay?
And wouldn't you be kind of traumatized to know that you committed a murder right literal 1 mile away from where you're like living the rest of your life?
Maybe it's just psycho.
Definitely looks a little bit nicer than the other estate. I'm honestly thinking that like John, Morse, and Lizzie didn't give a fuck, but Maggie was the only one that really felt bad for him.
Well, even when I walked into her room before I knew which room it was, I said she just has the most remorse, the most amount of guilt over anything. So clearly, she had a conscience.
One thing that also makes you know that she regretted it is she tried to like peace out as far away as possible. Everyone else stayed in this area. She legit got away with murder.
She did.
That's crazy.
I don't feel anything in this house.
Shows you that like there's like places that are literally like completely free of spirits.
Where is Lizzie? Did she pass on, you know?
Well, okay, this is what I would say. If you guys don't think Lizzie is here, it is 3 a.m. Holy shit, I did that perfectly. It's 3 a.m. on the dot. We gave some time for the spirits to come back to the house. What do you guys say we go back and do one more little seance in the basement? Because we've talked about that, we've hyped it up. I think it'd be fun just to go down there. We don't have to stay it for long.
Did feel the creepiest.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It was the gnarliest room in the entire house.
I think it'd be awesome, and it'd be cool to see if we can finally talk to Maggie, because we were so close with her.
There's no way there'd be any electrical energy on a freaking...
Well, look at this.
Oh my god, yeah, just like right around here.
Middle of where we're sitting.
Perfect.
Alright, now we know.
I hate it here.
Why?
I just feel so
You said that too.
uncomfortable.
You said that too. What's down here that's so different?
Just like makes me
Was that 350?
feel uncomfortable.
I also hate it down here. I can feel somebody standing behind me.
I know. I literally was
That's what
thinking.
I
I
was
was
about
just
to say.
thinking that, and I
Whoa.
cannot. I hate it. It
Can you
freaks me
need to
out.
chillax?
It
When-
freaks me out, dude.
Just wanted to note that when you said something moved to behind you, this went half. It was at 30 and now it's at 18. This is where the alleged murderer hid the murder weapon, which we think is an axe head that was recently broken off.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
The camera's moving.
It was?
You hear
Yeah.
that? Listen. It's creaking.
Out.
I want to read the comments because what the hell?
It stopped creaking.
I'd be like this.
Like it was like twisting or something?
It was moving.
Any spirits down here that want to communicate with us, it's our last chance, or your last chance to talk to us. You can talk to us through our device right here, or make a noise, make yourself known in any way you can. We're not here to hurt you, we're not here to scare you at all. We just want to know that you guys can talk to us. So give us a sign if you're here.
I'm scared.
Seeing something, but like, the camera looks like it's moving back and forth, but maybe I'm just fucking blind. Maggie, Lizzie, Andrew, they're not down here.
Yeah.
So what is?
Something negative.
I heard that.
What was that?
It's a drop, a water drop.
Are there any other signs
I love Stas's voice. It's very calm.
you can give us? You want to talk to us? Who are you?
We're not welcome down here.
Man, my heart's starting to like pick up for no reason.
I'm getting heart
Are you?
Yeah,
palpitations.
same. I was like, whew.
What? Everybody?
The blood of Jesus Christ covers us. We are holy. You are not welcome to come with us. You are not welcome to come near us. You cannot communicate with us anymore, ever again. You're not allowed to acknowledge us. You're not allowed to talk to us. Do not come near us. Okay. We gotta leave.
We have to leave?
Did it get darker in here, or am I?
That's what I thought it-
Okay, I was gonna say it got
Oh
like.
wait, it did.
Yeah, it got really dark in
I
here.
think that turned off.
We should leave.
We have to?
This could be the best part.
Here's the thing. I totally understand that what you guys do is your job, But you guys are messing something that's bigger than yourselves. If you want to do it for views, I respect that. For me, I live with this on a daily basis. You're not gonna get anything beneficial. It's not gonna give you that.
You know what it is?
Yes.
And it's here.
Yes.
I'm out.
Did it leave when you told it to?
No.
Yo,
No.
there's a fucking shadow just went, see this like window right here? The fucking shadow just went like that, boom.
Window.
You see that to the other room over there?
This is very scary.
Like right when you said that.
That no, wait.
Shit.
That is where the creeks were. Stas was literally just talking about the face over there.
Yeah.
I want us to go see this right now.
Yeah, it was
I'm shaking too. I was like walking forward.
is that where
Yeah.
you thought you saw it?
That's why I said we need to leave. Tell you I had physical reactions. We need to get the fuck out.
153.
Oh my fucking
Yeah,
god.
that's what I'm saying. My heart's beating really fast too.
I just
I'm
got chills.
so scared for them.
I see it too. Sam out.
Okay.
I don't know where my phone is.
Get out of here.
Hold my phone down.
Fuck that. Yeah, no.
What did you see?
See how you can see the light from this room barely? From the red, I know like our light is on, but you can barely see like another light's on in there.
Yeah.
The entire light disappeared and went whew, like just like a giant like big object moved across it and just completely blocked like this
Because
plane.
I literally I thought it looked like this, like light going back like behind you like this.
Yeah.
But there was something behind you too.
Before that happened, I still feel it now, but my heart's like racing, and that is a rare thing for me to like get. Like
Yeah.
anxiety over something like this, but like I just started feeling nervous. As we stood up, she was just like, "It is over there too."
Oh fuck.
I told you guys like 30 seconds before. Hey, we're done. And then we wait 30 more seconds and shit hits the fan.
It's crazy that you
was us,
get to
I
see
guess.
it though.
I
That's the coolest part.
rarely see anything. Like
Yeah.
when we do these adventures, it's like we usually just like hear stuff, or sometimes like, you know, we've had things fall over and stuff like that. But like actually seeing like a shadow person or figure, whew, that was
That's
crazy.
terrifying.
The fact that everyone's heart started racing.
Literally.
At the same time too.
Also, it's very interesting to me that the father didn't like electricity in the house, and everything that was like kind of powerful for electricity died. Wait. Maybe battery powered, so maybe not. I don't know how that works, but I feel like maybe he didn't like anything that's more technical. I have no idea.
And then chills everywhere, and then her heart is like 160 beats per minute. You think it was the same thing here in this room, in the dining room, as it was downstairs, or different
It
things?
was different. This one was harder.
And as we closed our eyes, that's when the lights decided.
I bet that's on the camera, like super creepily.
None of us were touching the camera.
Yeah.
Out. Oh my god.
Holy fucking shit! You heard that, right?
Yes.
That was not any of us.
Was that in the dining room?
Out.
We just referenced that shit.
Dude, no. My heart is palpitating.
Do you see this? Like the green, if this was us that like turned it on, it would have been a motion sensor right
We
here.
walked this way and turned green, but then it turned green.
So it
Like
would
they-
have had to have been someone in there.
Something in there.
Something was in there.
Yeah.
She's in the dining room where the light just turned on.
The light just turned on?
The light just turned up.
Just turned on.
You have to be that far in for it to go off. So that means there was 100% something in here.
in here walking around.
100%. I'm just like shocked that green light thing.
I don't know. The motion sensor thing's kind of like very faulty.
That doesn't make any sense.
There's just no denying it.
Because like
flat
you would
out.
have had to, I was 3 feet in there
Yeah.
before it turned on. So that means something would have had to been in there to turn on the
And
green light.
I walked past here, and I was like, "Oh, it's dark." And then walked past there, it was like
Light.
it turned on, and you were
Yeah.
just like,
What
"Oh,
are we looking at?
yeah." It didn't make any sense. All right, guys. As you can see, the sun is rising. It's what, like 5 a.m. right now?
4:52 a.m.
Snacks on Pringles.
Well, because we're supposed to be sleeping.
Oh my god.
Oh, they stayed the night.
This is one of the latest investigations we've ever done.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna try to still get some sleep here, but just wanted to show them.
We survived the night.
We survived the night. We stayed all night.
If we can sleep.
Wow, this is the first like overnight video I've seen them do, other than like the Conjuring house, but they slept. Oh yeah, other than, they did sleep on the property.
Yesterday, you kept bringing up that there was like a butcher's knife, but we couldn't figure out what it meant. And then we found out something today. What'd you find out?
It's literally been driving me insane. Even today, I just haven't been able to get it out of my head, so I Googled it. This is the first thing that pops up. Massachusetts author may crack Lizzie Borden murder case. And the most interesting note, Morse was also a butcher. Morse is the uncle who I was saying the entire time I believes he's who killed him. And Little, who's the author, believes he used a meat cleaver to kill the Bordens.
And
That makes more sense to me.
again, before we even got to the
That resonates more.
place, you said that like Abby found you beforehand.
Yeah.
And said that it was more, or she said the word Morse.
I guess that they really have no idea. The mystery
Yeah.
surrounding this is so crazy.
Exactly. I mean, if there was only Lizzie, the maid, and John Morse around and they were all in on it together for the money, then obviously the story is going to be mixed up. But I think it was John Morse. Case closed.
From someone who speaks to the dead, it was John Morse, no doubt.
Wow. That's crazy.
Guys, this is just day one of our adventure. Next up, the Conjuring house.
Oh,
one of the most famous houses.
Oh, it's probably their first one, maybe?
They have 3 movies about this.
If you guys want to see this, get this video to 100,000 likes and we will drop it as soon as it hits that number.
Tell a friend, like the video, let's get it. Make sure to go follow these lovely ladies. All the links will be in the description. See you guys next time with another one.
Hope you enjoyed.
Adios.
Peace.
Cute! I love them so much. I really do. But it is so different to see Amanda, how she was in The Conjuring, the newer series, versus her first video with them. Like that was a big difference. And I really don't think it was Lizzie. I think it was like someone else. I don't think it was the maid. I'm dead. It's so funny seeing their like their evolution of videos. If you guys like this reaction, please be sure to like and subscribe. And again, if you have any other recommendations for YouTube paranormal investigators, videos, anything, comment them down below. I would love to check them out. And let me know. I know there's a lot of people who love Sam and Colby, but this to me was one of their scariest edits, in my opinion. I mean, I haven't watched a lot of them, so the ones I do have, you can check on my page. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye!